Yeah, click on the recording button on the top, and that'll. Hey.
Hey, what's up, people? Welcome to the Powwow Trail with the Native Guy. I got co-host Native Guy 2. It only took me forever just to try to figure out what I was doing, but I guess I'm not as smart as I thought I was. But Native Guy 2, you always knew that. What is going on the PBP Res?
Not much, man. It's a lot of snow, a lot of fog right now. It's pretty nice out here. Really nice.
That's great. It's been a great new year. Start of the new year so far for everybody out in the Powwow Trail. If you're on Facebook, hopefully we're live with you guys right now. I'm not sure. I can't tell if I do other things happen.
I can't tell either. So as soon as we get some people in here from our Facebook page, hopefully.
Definitely. Definitely we want to find out, but we also can go live on YouTube, Native Guy 2. It's one of the greatest things. Ladies and gentlemen, we are airing our first broadcast, video. I don't know what the heck you want to call it. Whatever you want to call it.
All kinds of cast.
On Causing the Cash. We're here on Get Vocal. Ladies and gentlemen, come join us on the Powwow Trail. It is great. And again, the great thing with working with a new platform is trying to figure out what the heck we're doing. Native Guy and I, we kind of got it figured out, I guess. I don't know.
Well, we started the show, like 25 minutes later, but hey, we're going now. So you got to give us credit for that.
We're going now. We want to thank you too. We had that. We're going to a powwow. Man, that was one of the greatest powwow songs that have ever come out. Wouldn't you say, Native Guy?
Oh, definitely, man. I you know what? I jammed that to go into powwows. I recorded it on my phone, and when I pull into the gate, man, I'm going to a powwow. Man, and then everybody
have a real good time.
Yeah. And then when I'm pulling in with my car, then everybody else hear it, and then everybody else like bobbing their head around with that too. So.
Hey, we're going to have some great music today. When we step away, we're going to have a different screen. You're going to hear some music. We're just going to throw it out. There's going to be some, I don't know, I might throw in some powwow music. I hear Chilby's got company. Hey, Native Guy 2. I hear noise in the background. Way, hey.
This place is I don't know what's going on here, but it is. Yep, hey, we got company here. They're going to interrupt my podcast here. So,
all right, they can jump on the air, say hi, and shout out to whoever.
Yeah. So, if you hear them in the background, just ignore them. We'll try to
ignore them. Hey, we I can certainly do that. I can do that. But hey, Native Guy 2, we've been on a powwow circuit. We've been on out. I know you was a MC at the last powwow there at Prairie Band Potawatomi there for the beginning of the year. And then I just had an opportunity to go to a powwow in the Omaha Nation. Such a great time. So let's get a little bit those who are just now kind of coming in and maybe watch us for the first time and being the first time on the Native Podcast Network when we're going to a powwow. If you don't know, I am a member of the Kiowa tribe. It shows it right behind me. And Native Guy 2, what tribe are you?
Right here. Oh, that's not my flag.
I
am part of the Prairie Band Potawatomi Nation of Kansas. And we were kind of just messing around with this stuff here, so I don't have my background or nothing done yet. So next time I'll be a little bit more professional on next round. So you just got to excuse me for this one.
I doubt it. Hey,
yeah. And then for everybody out there that's always listened to our podcast, we want to say thank you for sticking with us. But now you know what we look like. And now you know why we always say we have a face for radio. Hey.
Hey, that's right. I have a face for radio. I know that for sure. Hey.
right before Native Guy 1 hit that record button, man, I was back here trying to put my hair down and putting all the little things down and everything. So it's going good now.
It is going good, and I've got all kind of things going on. Like I say, let's talk a little bit about Native American powwows and what we do and how we do them and things like that. Because, Trilby, again, as a member of the Kiowa Tribal Nation, we have powwows that are a little bit different. I certainly do know with your Prairie Band, Potawatomi, you have tribe. So what is there a difference when you're going to a powwow with different tribes and everything like that? What are some of the things that people need to understand about going to a powwow? Because powwows are different. There's different types of powwows, right?
Yes, definitely. And then this would be one thing. Since we're on a new platform, we might have some new listeners coming around. A little bit of background about myself. I'm Prairie Band Potawatomi from Mayetta, Kansas. I've been dancing powwows now for 35 years, 36 years now, and I've been singing for 35, 36 years now in powwows. I've traveled all over the United States, Canada, and so that's a little bit about my background. And once again, we always tell everybody, everything we talk about on this radio show is based off our life experience and our opinion. That's one thing that we always want to remind everybody. So if we're talking about powwows and it's something you don't agree with, that's fine, because this is just what our experiences that we talk about on here.
Oh, and that's good. And if those of you who are watching us, we are live on Facebook. We've got some great teams. We want to say thank you to Get Vocal for helping us out, for helping us get started. Again, this is our first podcast. I don't know about you. I'm excited. How about you?
Yeah, our first podcast on Get Vocal. And we'd like to thank them for reaching out to us and letting us know about this. So hopefully it'll be a good one. And I think it will. I like the platform already.
I do too. I mean, and again, I've got some things that are set up in here and everything like that. We've got some people here as well. It looks like there's a Durham, North Carolina, folks. We've got a first message on our board. You can always tell us when your powwow is, where they're going to be. Because the one thing about the powwow trail, Mr. Pow, Native Guy 2, we're going to try to get this where you guys are. We are going to come to those powwows. We're going to give you pictures. We're going to do whatever. And as we learn a little bit more on this platform, as we grow, and as we get a little bit more instruments and tools, we're going to be switching cameras and stuff. So get used to this. Well, don't get used to this, but we're going to be doing some more. But I got a message board there. What does it say there about Durham, North Carolina? Did you see that?
Yeah, it talks about the Durham, North Carolina 26th Annual American Indian Powwow will be held Saturday, February 2nd.
That is awesome. So if you want to let us know where these powwows are, put up your flyers, share them to us on our page. While they're on that page, guess what? We'll be happy to read them out, and maybe we'll come to you. Isn't that right?
I don't know. Maybe
never
know. All right, now let's get back to your question here. Powwows differ from state to state, from north, south, east, west, because every tribe is a little bit different. Now, if you go to tribes, what I've noticed is almost every tribe, whether it's a powwow, ceremonial type stuff, everything has the same basic structures on anything that natives do. Now, we're not all the same, but there's a lot of similarities between everything. Powwows is no different. You start off with the grand entry, you start off with the prayer, grand entry, starts off with intertribals, flag song, all that stuff. It all differs from powwow to powwow. But some differences that I've known is in your hotter states, powwows don't start until the evening. They won't even do a day session. They'll go straight to evening powwows. One thing that I really enjoyed about traveling around going to powwows is every powwow, mostly if it's a tribal powwow hosted by the tribe, they usually try to serve a traditional dinner from their area. And man, that is the greatest meal I've ever had, is going to powwows, especially in the Northwest. I love smoked salmon. Oh my God. I love going up to their powwows, because during feeding time, supper break, man, they have big smoked salmon set out sometimes, and it's just a eating frenzy of smoked salmon. It's awesome.
I gotta disagree with you there. I do not like smoked salmon. I am from the great Southwest of Oklahoma, ladies and gentlemen. Somehow got stuck in Kansas, but anyways, I went to a powwow up in the Northwest, native guy too, and lived there. And I lost like 20 pounds because I won't eat salmon. You know, us Southwestern tribes, we only eat meat. So
there's something wrong with the native when they don't like smoked salmon. I don't think I can trust you anymore.
I can't trust you because you're eating that smoked salmon. Jeez, guy, you know us Kiowas have to have beef. That's gross.
Well,
hey, that salmon jerky though is delicious.
Yeah, and it differs from region to region. You go down to the Southwest, what I love down there, it's probably not. I don't know if it's traditional food to them or not, or what it goes. But the main food that I always eat when I go to the Southwest is the red or green chili. Oh man, that is so
there you
good.
Go. Green or red chili. Oh man, I tell you what, it's always good going up to your reservation too when we're up there. Of course, I was kind of disappointed because I thought they was going to serve us dinner at that New Year's powwow. I didn't get it. I was mad because I was looking forward to that buffalo. What the heck? I was watching some buffalo. Do that
this year. I noticed that. Usually the powwow there, the New Year's Eve powwow, they have a little potluck and people bring food and stuff. But yeah, they didn't have that this year. Maybe next year. I'll try to get suggested again next year. But there was actually quite a few people that missed it.
Well, that's the reason why I showed up. I thought I was going to have some food, but dang, they didn't. Hey, god dang. But yeah, again, powwows are different. The reason why I brought it up, this past weekend, I got to go up to Macy, Nebraska, the home of the Omaha Nation, the great Omaha Nation on there. And I didn't realize some of the things that were so different. It was just, first of all, I got to renew relations with relatives who made relations with our Kiowa members back in the 50s and 60s. And we shared this gourd dance, what we Kiowas do with them. And just to be around that family again and to hear them tell those stories about how they passed that dance on to them and how they shared their drum with us. Again, these are the things about powwows. Again, with cultural events, with different ones, there's differences in powwows. And the one we went up to, it was a birthday celebration, just a little dance and everything. And we got to listen to some great music, ran into a great drum group. Probably a lot of y'all sing them. They're called the Omaha Whitetail Boys. They were out there singing, helping with the gourd dance. And oh my goodness. As a matter of fact, when we go on to our first break, which we're going to come into here in a couple minutes, I'm going to play one of the songs that I got to record at the drum. It's a live one, and then we'll play a couple other songs. So, and then we're going to go on a break here in a little bit. But again, Chobi, let the listeners know who are watching on Facebook Live right now, and I believe YouTube Live should be up there too. I'm not sure where we're at, where we're located, and tell them to follow us there on Facebook, and then give us a like here and come on, because we're going to do more here before we go into our first break. But let the listeners know where we're at, Native Guy 2.
Well, we are. I'm not where we are. I'm at home. Where you at? No. So we're gonna go into some music here in a few minutes, like you said. But our show is back on the air, and you can follow us on Facebook at the Native Podcast Network, and then also we have Twitter. I have to look up my Twitter because I don't even know what my Twitter is anymore. I change it all the time, so that will be another thing. I got so many accounts now; it's hard to keep track of everything. So Trillabeast, that's what my Twitter is. I might change that back, but you can follow us on many different things here. So once again, a little bit more about my powwows so far this year. We started off with the Big Bear Moon powwow, I believe it's called, which is a New Year's Eve sobriety powwow, and it was a good powwow. I was actually MC of the powwow this year, and then my drum group, Big Soldier Creek, we were in one of the invited drums. Host drum was Little Soldier, and then Red Buffalo That's who you were singing with. And, it was a nice little powwow. It started like around 7:30, scheduled for 6, but, ending time 7:30. And it went on to 12:10, just past midnight. We got everything done. They had all kinds of contests, the cakewalks. They had, here's one for you. You were at the powwow, Native Guy 1. What did you think about, we called it the Potato Dance 2.0?
The Potato Dance 2.0. Are you talking about the oranges? Hey, it was great. It was great. I mean, you never see. Yeah, I thought they was going to make orange juice when they squished their heads together.
Yeah. Okay. So at the powwow, one of the contests was going to be a potato dance, which I'm sure a lot of people know is you get a partner, you put the potato between your head, you 2-step round dance, owl dance around until someone drops the last one to drop their potato loses. Well, the people in charge forgot to buy the potatoes, or they forgot them at the office, one or the other. And the only thing that they had were a bag of Halo oranges, the real tiny ones, like golf ball size oranges. So we ended up using those, and we called it the Potato Dance 2.0.
The Potato Dance 2.0 at the Hunting Bear. What was it called?
Oh, Big Bear Moon. Big Moon.
Big Bear Man. I'm just renaming it. Hey.
Yeah, the Hunting Moon. That's Wisconsin. That's Forest County, Potawatomi Powwow.
Oh, okay. So, hey, well, we are ready for our first break. We're going to step away. We're going to get some music on to you. Hopefully, eventually, as we learn a little bit more, we're going to get you some videos of what we're playing for you. But again, this first song, Native Guy 2, I don't know if you have anything, but I have some music set up ready for us for the next couple minutes here.
It's all you.
All right, so we're going to have some music. I'm going to get this one. This first one is actually a recording that I did live from the drum this Saturday. So you might hear me trying to scream around out of tune, but that's just me. But again, it was some great music. So I'm going to get ready to play this song. And then as we get ready to go, if anybody's out there listening and wants to join in our conversation, we'll let you in. We welcome you to getvocal.com. But we're going to take our break. So here you go. Maybe. I'm not sure.
Might take a break.
I might take a break.
We're considering it.
Hey. We're considering a break. Maybe. I have too many buttons. Oh, well, let me try this again.
Pray for the ones listening right now, struggling, feel like giving it right now. I pray for you, pray that you come back home. I pray that you understand that you're never alone. I pray for the single mothers and the deadbeat dads. Drop the kids off and go party gets me mad. So I pray for peace and pray for change. Keep on praying when everything stays the same. And I pray for the pastors and all of the churches and those who cry like song following hearses. I pray for you, pray for the sick and the poor. Pray for the rich man who don't give to the Lord, and I pray for wisdom, and I pray for power, and I pray for being ready in the final hour, and I pray for those who keep judging ministry, and I pray for my friends and my enemies. Yeah. Come on. Can somebody help me up? Who?
Good old fashioned and in loving. No, I can't be your husband. Just found out that you're my cousin. Hey, 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 oh, hey, hey.
It's a good one, man.
That's a good one. You gotta use that one.
Life is all we can do just to get by. So now we bring you the truth, just like a flashlight. Traditions won't die. Our people been organized. People just open your eyes. Bring you that red.
Our motto, better than dead. All because his head red's life's looking nice, so we're riding horseback, ready to attack. Setting up camp, taking our land back. One nation at a time, giving politicians a panic attack. The wolf pack, gonna attack like a running back. This is my ancestral payback.
Everyone drinks a bottle over, dancing and singing. The spirit's got a hold on you, there's no more waiting. Just start praying about the good and the bad. When you're happy and you're sad, to the one from up above that will show you the love to break that curse that goes back to generations, to the days of termination. Let's come rise up and strengthen our nation. Hoka, hope. Hey, Hoka, 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 hey.
Life is all we can do just to get by. So now we bring you the truth, just like a flashlight. Traditions won't die. Our people been organized. People just open your eyes.
Coming to enough. Thought your mother already know. Man, I'm only 17 with more than a dollar dream, but it seems to be it's gonna take me along to the needs to be for me to succeed. Make my mom proud with the music. Sadly, cause I ain't no sellout industry bitch. Real listeners gonna be like, saying some cute shit. And these style industry slaves are gonna be like, he ain't got no flow, he ain't got no hustle, best part, he broke. Haha, that mother, that I'm God will still breathing, trying to squad the people that they don't have to think there isn't hope. Trust me, there is. You just gotta find the deep within and keep the love, peace, and positivity in rotation. Breathe in and out and pray. Just know that's better days ahead, man. Just believe. Just believe.
Hoka, hey, Hoka, hey, Hoka, hey, Hoka,
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Native Podcast Network. We stepped away playing a little music. You see us jamming out. We've got the Native Guy 2 there on the line. How's it going, Native Guy 2?
It's going good, man. That was some good music there. Had me dancing in my seat here. Was not bad at all.
Jamming out to some Kozad, some Mr. Scott Kalama. Before that, we had the famous Mr. Superman. Hopefully we can get these guys. These are some of the guests we're going to have on, but we've got some drum groups too. I've been talking to Mr. Native Guy too, letting them know about what we've got going on. Again, that first song that I played before we got cut out, that was the song that was made by Mr. Tim Grant of the Omaha Nation. It was a song they sang for a special up there for the head lady dancer, but that's who made that song. And Whitetail Boys, the ones that Mr. Niall Sheridan led that song, and the other boys took. Oh man, I tell you, it was a beautiful song, beautiful music. That's why I love powwows. One thing about going to a powwow, Native Guy too, is the good feelings you have. What do you think about that? What are some of the things you know about going to powwow? Especially, I wasn't feeling good. I had a rough start to the new year. But I went to this powwow, and man, I just feel so refreshed.
Yeah, powwows can do that. They can make you feel, if you're feeling down, they can definitely lift up your spirits. That's what a lot of people talk about too, is that you're there to sing for those who can't. You're there to dance for those who can't. So, and there's been times where if someone feels down or something like that, they just go to the powwow, and if they're not feeling up to it to go up to the powwow itself, they'll stay back and just listen to the music, So it's some good stuff.
Definitely. That's how I felt. This, like I say, I haven't been feeling too good. I haven't been to a lot of powwows, but again, I've been starting to get a little the New Year's powwow that got me really feeling good. Then I went up to Macy, Nebraska, and that's where I was talking about the different things, the way we celebrate things. Because even in your tribe, with different powwows, do you guys have just basic ceremonial type of powwows or anything that y'all do?
Yeah, well, in our tribe, we have different, we dance and sing at different times for the seasons and stuff like that. So, it does. And that type of singing, we have a certain drum and certain songs that we don't sing at powwows. The drum, we don't bring it to those powwows. So, there's a separation there of our tribal stuff that we do, and that differs. So, and
definitely.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's a lot of tribes like that too that have something similar to powwows, either singing, the praying there, excuse me, even the dancing that is similar to powwow stuff, but that stuff is tribal stuff that stays out of the powwow arena.
Definitely,
It should.
So what kind of things do you mean which should stay out of the powwow arena? Let's kind of give a little example or maybe clarify that, because again, on the powwow trail, there's different things you see, and especially this weekend. Like I went to the Omahas. This powwow was a kind of a birthday, and they have ways of doing things and understanding those ways, especially a different culture as me. I don't know nothing about the Omaha culture. I'm Kiowa. We share some things like the Gore dance, and they've shared the big drums and some songs with us, but that's about as much as I know. And going into this powwow, they had things, and supper time, we had to wait until we was told to eat. But again, these are part of things that when you go to powwow, many people think, oh, powwows, you're just dancing, you're enjoying these things and everything like that. But you don't really get to go and kind of do what you want. As my brother kind of says, we're going up there. We're going to do, as the saying says, we're going to do as the Romans do. So that's kind of the things. Is that kind of like some of the powwows you guys do, or is it more family things?
No, it's we have the singing on the drum and we have dancing, brave dances and stuff like that. But it's similar to the style, but like we do it for different type of stuff. For funerals, they have stuff for birthdays, they have stuff for we have something for all different types of events on the reservation here. Someone passes away, we have certain types of stuff that we do for that. And like if there's certain songs that they sing for that, those are the songs that you don't sing at the powwows. That drum that is used for those purposes, for radio purposes, we'll call them ceremonies. Natives really don't like to call them ceremonies or something like that. It's just it's doings. It's our way of life. We don't think of them as it's just a part of our life. So, but these doings, we have certain things that drums that don't be brought out to the powwow. We have dancing that is done in our dance arenas back here at home. Excuse me. So those are the things that I don't like to go into too much detail about them, because there are our tribal ceremony stuff. So I can give a little bit of information like we're doing here, but there's a lot of stuff there that we don't talk about that's not out there for the general public.
Hey, is it sacred?
Hey.
No, or is that one as the one social media guy? Not that sacred. God dang.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, but that is the thing, different. We're all different tribes. Like I mentioned, Chobi's for the Prairie Band Potawatomi, Native Guy 2 is, and I'm with, as you can see, the Kiowa tribe of Oklahoma. Our ways too. We have, we're gore dance people. Well, that's our dance, but we have other societies like our warrior societies. We have veteran songs made for them. We have round dance songs that we sing for our women, scalp dance songs we sing for our women. So there's a lot of different things that tribes do differently. Powwows, again, I don't even know if we have any words for powwow in my tribe. It's just more or less we get together and socialize. And it's social dancing more to us.
Even like the word powwow, like we didn't have, even in our language, I believe we don't have a word for powwow, but we have stuff for like gatherings, tribal gatherings. And it's not necessarily talking about gatherings for powwows, because we have like a gathering for harvest, different moons and stuff like that too. So that's where it differs too. So
yeah, definitely. But one of the things that we do on the Powwow Trail, and this is what we're going to do, which is going to be neat as we're on this new platform, Get Vocal, is we're going to try to be at these powwows live. We're going to try to take what we have, like we're doing right now. We're just basically, he's a Native Guy 2 is up the road somewhere on the Prairie Man Potawatomi Reservation. I'm up the road here in the LFK. So we're doing the show, but when we're together, because usually we're on the same room. We'll have different guests and everything. But again, being able to take this show live is what we're going to be able to do and give you different views, maybe powwow and how it looks and everything. So that's the idea of two. So Get Vocal, we're thinking. And again, this here, we appreciate what Get Vocal has done, letting us come in here and use their system and everything like that to get ours. And this is just the beginning, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a lot. We've got a lot more coming. This is just our first time. We're running out the bugs or whatever we have. Shelby's going to bathe. He's going to get his bugs out and stuff that.
And then even the shows here. I believe I was talking to Patricia earlier, who was helping us out with this stuff, and I guess they had a huge update today. And I guess every channel, every broadcaster is getting their own channel within Get Vocal, so that I think a lot of our past shows will just be on the channel of Get Vocal itself. Kind of like how YouTube does, when you post a video, you do it, so that'll be pretty cool. There's a lot of exciting stuff happening with that. We stepped into Get Vocal during exciting times.
It is. And the best thing too, you know, and I guess we are live on Facebook. I can't really tell. There's no way how I can tell. I can't check. But if we are live on Facebook, put your flyers up on our page. Let us know. Let us read those flyers out on your page. Give us some powwow jokes, because man, I wanted to share that one powwow meme that I got. I thought it was pretty funny. On the social networking there, because again, I don't know if I think we're Facebook Live and I can't tell. I can't check. I can't see anything that's going on.
I can only see our we're live on YouTube right now. That's the only thing I can see.
Okay, so we should be, but I posted, if you're on Facebook Live with us, let us know, say hi, give us a shout out. You know, I've been posting a lot more. There's a good, but again, this is a meme that we got to share. You guys got to share it. It says, make fry bread and keep them well fed, or someone else on the res will. That's taken from the book of Resolutions 10:3. So that's kind of
Resolutions.
Resolutions. So, and we did get word. We are live on Facebook Live. So hello, Facebook Live. We hope you're joining us in. Let us know about the music. If there's any music you want to hear, we're going to do our best to get it in. But we're having a good time. I mean, me and Native Guy too, we always have a good time. We're just talking. I mean, when you talk about powwow, how can you not have a good time? How do you not have a good time at a powwow?
And then even for this weekend too, you know, I'm going to Dewey, Oklahoma, Bartlesville, Oklahoma. They have every year there. They have like a competition base of like different Native programs in different states. Like there's the one in Oklahoma, I believe. They have like Operation Eagle. That's the only one that comes to mind. And then the Royal Valley Dance Club from here in Kansas. You know, they have all these kids that are in these programs, and they bring them all together, and they have like little dance contests against each other's. You know, which is great because it shows the kids, brings them all together, and you know they have little contests. They give out ribbons and stuff like that. But you know, it's also about the kids coming together, and they're all dancing with each other, and you know that's a great way for them to network amongst themselves too. Because like the people that you meet at powwows when you're a kid are the same people that you're going to be around them your whole life. You know.
Oh man, I'm glad. I mean, you mentioned that, you said that. That just, that kind of goes back to that story told earlier about that relationship that was built a long time ago between my grandfathers. Mm-hmm. And here we are 40 years later, talking to their sons and daughters and grandchildren about that relations that made, and to be able to go up to these. This is the best thing too. When you're going to a powwow, you have relations that have been made a long time ago. And you get around these people who are descendants of those relations and tell you about them. And we got to renew those relations this weekend, Native Guy too, with these folks from the Omaha Nation. I'm truly grateful to them too. Oh man, that's the one thing. If you don't know about powwows, different tribes, their powwows, they're great. The people they were so hospitable to us and everything like that. That's what I love about powwows. It's just being with other cultures, watching them share their culture with other tribes. That's the best thing about it. That's why we powwow. There's a lot going on in this world. We can talk about that. Oh yeah. But let's talk about what's going on in the powwow. Like I wasn't supposed to eat before the guy said to eat at dinner time, and I accidentally started eating. Those are things you learn. But that's part of what happens.
And I can give you another example here too. We went to a powwow this was probably in the late 80s. We went to Subnatio powwow. Is it Subnatio? It was either Subnatio it was Subnatio because it was inside the building. Anyway, we walked in and they were getting ready to eat. And we first got there. This is when we're living in Phoenix at the time. So we come into the building, and they're like, oh, they're getting ready to eat. They're saying a prayer, then they're going to eat. So as soon as they get done with the prayer, we want you guys to come down and eat. So like, oh, okay, really nice. So, we're from Phoenix. I grew up in Phoenix, and powwows down there are mostly like college powwows, high school powwows, and stuff like that. So, but when we go up to Subnatio, Oregon, they're having their feast, and they go, all right, just go sit down, and when they're done praying, you can just go down to the table and eat. So we go, oh, okay. So we all go sit up into the bleachers and make our way out there real quietly. and they start praying, and and then all of a sudden they stand up, they turn a certain direction, and they kind of put their hand up towards it, and they go, ho. And while they all turn, we're in the stands, and they all turn to us, and we're just standing there and they all put their hand up, and then we're just standing there when we just start waving at everybody, because we didn't know what their traditions were. So, they're sitting there putting their hands up toward the sky and giving their thanks or whatever. And we're just standing there looking at them, waving at them. And then when they got done, someone's like, "Oh no, you're supposed to turn." I think it's they face the east, and and they put their hand up. So that's one of the things there where it shows a difference of how powwows in certain sections differ from around the country.
Definitely, they definitely differ from around the country. So, Native Guy 2, we're on about to where our next break is. I'm going to play a little bit music. We're going to come back in about 6 minutes, and then we're going to wrap up our very first episode on Get Vocal. We'll get our final goodbyes for the evening and get ready for the next one, which me and the Native Guy 2, hopefully, we'll get everything worked out by then. But we're happy on this one, so we're going to get this next set of music going, and we'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Native Guy 2, we'll be right back as well.
Oh yeah, be right back.
Hooka. Welcome back to the Native Podcast Network. We have been having a good time with the Native Guy 1 and 2. What's up, Native Guy 2?
Even during our break here, one of our listeners talked about even in Oklahoma that different parts of Oklahoma do different things. So, you know, from the north side to the south side of Oklahoma, you know, so I thought that
they sure do.
Yeah,
they sure do. I didn't know that. Hey,
yeah.
I guess I really don't pay attention to other tribes once in a while, except unless I'm invited to go there or show up there. But again, that's the thing about the Powwow Trail. When you go somewhere, you know, Native Guy, we always want to make sure we don't go and do something we're not supposed to. That's one thing that our folks used to tell us too, as our Kiowa elders, you know.
Yeah.
Make sure you're paying attention. You're watching everything, you know. And that's the key, you know, about the powwow is watching what's going on and paying attention, because sometimes these things might be ceremonies. You never know.
Yeah. And even like the powwows itself, you know, they differ. Even here in Kansas, because like northern part of Kansas up here, you know, we run powwows more, I guess you would say a northern style, as versus Wichita, Kansas down there. Have more of a southern style type of powwow down there, so
they do. They have a whole lot more.
So that differs. So it's pretty interesting. I like paying attention, you know, to everything too at powwows, and like one of the things I do is I like talking to locals when I go to a powwow. You know, and when I'm talking to the locals, you know, I ask them like, if there was something that they did that I didn't understand, if I can find a local, I'll talk to them about it and be like, and they can usually tell me or point me into the right direction of someone who knows, you know, and it's not like I didn't understand that you're doing it wrong. It's I didn't understand that. Help me learn so I don't make a fool out of myself, you know.
Definitely, I've done that a few times. I've done a lot actually, not more than once.
Yeah, and then so like this weekend I'll be headed to Bartlesville, Oklahoma for the powwow. We're going to go down and sing. You know, it's an all kids powwow, and our drum group, we go down and help sing. You know, help them for that. So you know, and it's we've done it last few years, and it's a really good powwow. You know, it's really good times, and then. Also, they have January 12th, they have the American Indian Powwow, the Morning Star celebration, which is coming up as well. I know of that this weekend.
Yeah, definitely. So, any other powwows that are going on?
Well, the Morning Star one is an annual benefit for is that St. Libre Indian School, which is in Hammond, Oklahoma this weekend. So I know that one is going on. Excuse me, man, I keep coughing today.
Hey, quit coughing in my ear too.
But other than that, I don't know of any other thing going on. I know there's powwows going all over the place, but
there's always a powwow going on. You know, the other things too is as we get more and more, hopefully more listeners and watchers, people watching. You know, that's what we're going to encourage you. Share your flyer, share whatever you have with us on Facebook, on the Native Podcast Network, or on our page there. That way we can kind of let you know, and then like Chobi Native Guy 2 is going to be at a powwow. Hey, we can join you at a powwow too anywhere. That's the cool thing about this. Our system is always ready to go. Our little studio is kind of mobile, which is the cool thing. So as long as we got internet, we're good to go.
As long as I have my my hotspot.
Yeah, gotta have that hotspot ready to go. But man, we have been on the air for a little while. Native Guy 2, you know, welcome back. Jeez, where have we been?
Yeah, it's been a while since and you know, we were going into season 5, I believe. We had season 1, season 2, season 3, season 4, but we didn't have a strict schedule on what we were doing, so we just kind of quit going with seasons and just made it through.
Yeah, we'd have several episodes through the seasons too, as well. So,
yeah, and then someone else said that the 26th annual Oto, Missouri winter encampment in Newkirk is this weekend too, I believe.
Oh, sweet! The winter Oto encampment.
Yeah,
nice.
What's going on?
Nice. Who's the head staff? Do we know?
We don't know who the head staff is on that.
But at least we know there's something going on this weekend.
Yeah. And once again, to everybody out there, this was we just got on here because this is the first time us using Vocal, our new platform, and we started the show. I think you said like a half an hour late, 20 minutes late because we had technical issues. But
Native Guy technical issues. That's my bad.
Native Guy won.
My bad.
Native Guy won. So you know, and we're planning on doing this at least once a week. We're going to have a weekly show again, and then we, you know, if we're somewhere at a powwow during the weekend, you know, we might go live, you know, with some maybe a category or two, or maybe if the drums are singing, you know, might go do some live stuff there as well. So. Definitely.
So there's a lot of good things.
The Oto one is the 26th of January. Sorry about that.
26th of January. So not this weekend.
Yeah, don't show up this weekend. Yeah, I've done that before too. Showed up to a powwow and be like, "Where is everybody?" And then
after that, I can tell you a story. I did that. My friend, my cousin said, "Hey, there's a powwow in Kansas City. Let's go." Shoot, we had. It's like, "Where's the flyer?" Like, I don't know. I've seen it, but I know where it's at. Drove up to Kansas City. Drove around for 2 hours and found out that there was a powwow, nothing going on. Yeah. He just needed gas. He just wanted to get out of town for a couple hours, so that was his excuse. So don't fall for that one. Don't fall for that.
Yeah. I just got a flyer. The Oto, Missouri Winter Encampment, January 26th. Contest for all categories. Head singer is Mike Kaega.
Mm-hmm.
Head man,
good
Morris
singer.
Walker. Head lady is Lita Green. MCs are Frank Carson and John Arquita. And they have special guests, the Kiowa Gord Clan. Arena directors are Mike Hudson and Eric Payne. Water boys are Derek Bible and Hagen Childs. Co-host.
Nice.
Red Rock Creek. So Gord Dance starts at 1, break at 5, grand entry at 7. So, and we'll have this flyer posted up on our Facebook page too. So if you want to take a look at it, we'll have it up a little bit later there, along with the any other flyers we have going on coming up that we are going to or not going to. We'll put all the flyers. We'll put everything up there. We want to be your one-stop shop for Native American information.
Well, at least try to be. Hey,
try to be. Yeah, that's
but we
goal.
are. No, we are going to be the one-stop shop, ladies and gentlemen. So, you know, we've had a great time. You know, hopefully those listening, y'all had a good time with us. I'm just doing a little Instagramming right now, showing everybody what's going on. We're on Get Vocal right now, live on the Native Podcast Network. We had Native Guy 2 on the air with us, co-hosting today. We're glad. We're going to be back again We're going to be a little bit more organized. Maybe I'm not sure. Chilby, are we? I don't know. We never know. But but it's as we get ready to go, and as we're going to do more of these podcasts and everything, look out for us. Look out for us. We're ready to go. Again, give us a follow. We have a Twitter account. Give us those social networks there, Native Guy too.
Well, the social ones. I'm gonna have to check on it because I changed it and I changed it back, and so it differs right now. But on our next show, we'll have the list of everything on there. We'll have the Twitter. We'll have our email if you want to send stuff in. If anybody wants to be a show be a guest on the show, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
If you want to be a show on our guest, you can be.
Yeah. So
we're going to have to put that on the Native Guy editing board there.
Yeah. There's going to be a lot of them. So, we have a lot of the information we give. We'll have it up on our Facebook page, which is Native Broadcast Network, right?
Yes, sir.
No. Native Podcast Network.
Yes, sir. Whatever one you would like to call it, however you'd like to call it. But yeah, I am your Native Guy 1.
I am Native Guy 2.
And you have been listening
to the Powwow
of the Powwow Trail. Good night, America. Have a good night.
Hookah.
Hookah.